take a trip through the Lost Library and discover what's available now from yours truly. When their parents are taken captive by a wicked necromancer and his sinister crocodile men, a pack of children from the peaceful land of Aquania must journey across their continent, meeting strange beings and confronting untold terrors in their quest to rescue their families from a witch queen eager to raise a demon lord from his fiery abode. The Young Barbarians, written by your boy Crypto, is available now in both digital and print form on Amazon.com. Published by the fine folks at the Lost Library. And support your boy Crypto by picking up a copy today. Link in the description below.
Hello all you beautiful people in Webtown, and welcome back to Crypto Comics. Rob Liefeld Appreciation Week is over, and it's time to get into a little bit of a routine here at Crypto Comics. Yeah, I've had this planned for the new season, because here's the thing, all you newcomers. The Crypto Knights and I have discovered that there is a comic book company out there with a universe that really has not gotten its just dues in comic book fandom. And it is Malibu Comics Ultraverse, featuring characters such as Prime, Mantra, Rune, Prototype, Warstrike, Sludge, Nightman, and my favorite, Solitaire. Now, we have actually done the entire 12-issue Solitaire run here, plus the double-sized flip book with Solitaire and Prime. We've done the first, I want to say, 8 issues of Mantra, and we've done a lot of these characters' first issues, like Rune, for example. We still have a few to go, and so what you might want to do is dive into the back issue bins here at Crypto Comics and check these out in the playlist before going any further, because I have an agenda. I have an agenda on Crypto Comics this season to get us completely through the Ultraverse. Now, it might take a couple seasons of Crypto Comics because there's a lot for us to explore. This is the Ultraverse Origins. This came out in the 13th month of Ultraverse being printed, and kind of gives a little bit of backstory. I don't want to spoil this because we still have to go through a few of these, but you know, you can check out Nightman all on your own. The Solution, we're getting there. Warstrike, he doesn't come in until later, and so I'm going to try to do all of this in chronological order as best I can, based on the major events in the Ultraverse universe. The Squad. See, the Squad existed before the Ultraverse even began. And our boy, Hardcase here, is still very upset because the Squad was killed. And what's fascinating is, right at the end of Malibu's existence, they did a 4-issue miniseries called The Death of the Squad. And we're going to get to that one. You know, that's going to be the last thing we ever talk about probably with Malibu. We're going to talk about everything. And I mean everything that came before that, including Rune, believe it or not. See, now, the Crypto Knights know I'm not a big Barry Windsor Smith fan, but strangely enough, Rune hooked me with the first issue. I make fun of it a lot, too. But I'll be damned, the writing, really solid, despite my distaste for Barry Windsor Smith's artwork and how it all looks the same. And that's coming from a Rob Liefeld fan. How about that? You know, we're not going to get into Wrath. He comes later, too. Solitaire, we've already covered the whole thing, but we will revisit it in the near future when we get to the first major crossover in Malibu history here on Crypto Comics Malibu Mondays. The Strangers, we've done the first issue of that. The Strangers ties in nicely with the first issue of Nightman. So you might want to watch those. I'd suggest watching the Strangers first and then Nightman, because Nightman came out a little bit later. And so it was really interesting to see how these stories dovetail together. And, you know, and that's the thing really about this, is how this universe dovetails together. You know, Mantra, we got a lot more to do there. Freaks, okay. When earlier I said we're going to cover each and every thing in the Malibu universe, that may have been a lie, because I'm going to be hard pressed to cover every issue of Freaks. I'm just going to try to hit the stuff that's important to the Ultraverse universe. Oh, the Lost Vikings, Sega Genesis. You know, I never played it. If you played it, let me know if it was good in the comments below. Because losing sucks. You got to get that power pad. So, you know, we're going to cover quite a bit of this Ultraverse. We've got the Ultraverse Premiere number 0 with the cover by Jim Lee. And this cover's by Joe Quesada, but the Jim Lee cover here, this is a real gem because Jim was knee-deep in Image Comics at this point, but he took the time to draw Mantra kicking some serious butt. And what we're going to do here basically on Crypto Comics over the coming days, weeks, and months is we're going to lead toward their first major crossover, which was Breakthrough. Now, what's very cool about the Ultraverse is when they started this imprint, they got together the 6 writers, and they all planned around having this major crossover 12 months out. And so their books reflect that. And it helped to make it, you know, much more of an interesting shared universe here. And I really like the idea. Now we're going to find out if the execution was actually good here on Crypto Comics as we go through Malibu Mondays. And then after this, we've got to get to Godwheel. What is this? Is that Thor? What? What's happening here? We're going to find out, huh? And then of course you have the Black September event in Ultraverse. And they all have this black cover. This is issue Infinity. And it culminates here in Black September. But really, it ripples. It ripples. And things change remarkably. Because the next thing you know, you've got Ultra Force and Avengers colliding. What? That's right. And that's just the tip of the iceberg, my people. Conan comes face to face with Rune. What's this? An all-new Exiles and Juggernaut? A new era of mutant excitement begins? You gotta be kidding me. Well, we're just getting started here. Featuring the sensational Spider Prime. The second volume of Prime Series 2. We've got Rune taking on Venom. And then, of course, the Phoenix Resurrection. And all of this is stuff most comic book fans have never heard of. Certainly MCU fans have no clue what I'm talking about here. And so this is going to be a real treat each and every Monday here at Crypto Comics. But to get things rolling, what I really want to do is I want to hit those last few issues of Malibu Comics that we have not covered so that we can build quicker and roll faster towards the Breakthrough event. Because this is where we're going next here, beautiful people. Right here. As we deep dive into the Ultraverse from Malibu Comics, right here on Crypto Comics. Wednesdays are Indie Wednesday. We're going to cover a different independent comic book each and every Wednesday until I run out. And we got a few more treats and surprises in store. I got a lot of comic books to cover with all you beautiful people in Webtown. 3 long boxes full. And a lot of those are going to be series, and so we're going to go through story arcs here. And this is going to be a real deep dive season on Crypto Comics. I think you're going to like it quite a bit. So let's just get started. Oh, and hey, don't forget to support your local crypto by picking up a book from the Lost Library. Perhaps you like yourself a little fantasy adventure in the vein of great movies like Conan, Willow, Stardust, Legend by Ridley Scott, and Red Sonja, starring Brigitte Nielsen. Check out my book, The Young Barbarians, available now on Amazon in both an affordable digital and an affordable print form. I think you'll like it. And stay tuned right here to Crypto Comics for more amazing adventures in the back issue bins of the 1990s.